The following program has been generously funded by the Patterson Foundation. This book is cool.
Hi everyone, welcome to this episode of This Book is Cool. My name is Beth Duda and I am the director of the Suncoast Campaign for grade level reading. Today we have a wonderful book to share with you. It's called My Five Senses by Aliki. And we have a very special guest to talk to us about this book. Her name is Jenifer Johnson. And Jen works with the Suncoast Campaign for grade level reading, and she used to be a preschool teacher. Hi Jen, how are you?
I'm great, Beth. How are you?
I am great myself. So tell me, why do you think this book is cool?
I think this book is cool. I loved the illustrations. I also really liked the awareness piece they brought into it. Since I read it, I've been noticing the birds chirping more, how green the leaves are. It just brings everything back into focus. Something we take so for granted, but so valuable.
So here's an illustration, and this is an illustration of using our sense of smell. And look at how she's smelling those flowers. And Jen was saying how much she likes to use her sense of hearing to hear the birds chirping. And Jen, this morning, I have to say that I used my sense of taste because I had a delicious breakfast. I had an English muffin and some scrambled eggs, and I really enjoyed it.
That's awesome. That sounds delicious.
We've covered smell, and we've covered hearing, and we've covered taste. What are those other senses we should be paying attention to?
Well, touch is a big one. And for me, it's my big fluffy dog, especially in these days that we're home. He's got really long hair. He's really, really cute. And it's just a sense of calm when I'm petting him. So for me, that would be my big one on touch.
That's fabulous. And with sight, which is our other sense, I think looking at the people we love, maybe even looking at the dog that you love also is a way we can use our senses to experience the world.
My big one with sight is nature. Any walk in nature, if there's a stream or a path of trees, the sunshine, the green grass, that's probably the one I notice the most, honestly.
We can use our sense of sight, certainly if it's raining, we can see that it's raining, and we can feel that it's raining on our skin. But my friend shared with me that we can also smell the rain.
I believe that's true.
This book helped me be aware of all my senses as well. And I think as we're learning more and more about our senses, having an awareness of that and knowing how many senses we're using at any one time can be really fun.
You can make a game out of it. And I also think it's a really good tool when you get busy or overwhelmed to just kind of slow yourself down. And what am I looking at? What am I hearing? And just bringing yourself right back to it.
And this book, I think, does such a great job of telling us. In the front, it has a chart, and the chart has all of the senses. And it shows us what we see and what we hear, what we smell, what we touch. My favorite one still is taste, I think.
I think that's a good one too, Beth. I do. You were tempting me.
I love to taste new foods, and I love to taste familiar foods because it can bring you back to another time. So I want to thank you for being with us today. and sharing this great book, My Five Senses, and also sharing some of your ideas about using our senses. I'm going to keep that idea of playing a game about our senses. That's a good one. Jen, is there anything you'd like to remind people about the importance of reading?
Of course, reading is succeeding. And also, I think this was really great because sometimes when we like to read and choose different books, it was really great to choose this one as a nonfiction. Sometimes people like to get lost in a story of fiction, but it can show nonfiction is a lot of fun as well.
I like fiction and nonfiction. Well, thank you for being with us today. Bye-bye.
Thank you for having me. Bye-bye.
I enjoyed talking to my friend Jen about this book, My Five Senses. And I thought she had a wonderful idea about playing a game using our senses. We could perhaps explore that in our activities section. But first, I want to share some words for our word bank. The first word for our word bank is senses. Our senses are 5 different ways to understand our surroundings: touch, smell, taste, sight, and hearing. Our next word is the word sight. And sight means to be able to see. Our next word is the word hearing. Hearing is the act of taking sound in through your ears. The next word for our word bank is the word smelling. Smelling means to get the odor or scent of something by using our nose. Our next word for our word bank is the word important. Important means having serious meaning or worth. And the last word for our word bank today is the word aware. Aware means to feel, experience, or notice having knowledge. Aware. Well, I mentioned to you that maybe we could play a game for our activity for the book, My Five Senses. So what we've done is in this shoebox, we've put different objects. And I'm not going to look, I'm just going to feel what the object might be. So I'm feeling something, and it feels like a cylinder, and it feels a little bit chalky. And look, it's a piece of chalk. And I got that just by using my sense of touch. Let me try another one. So I'm feeling something, and it feels round, and it feels kind of like plastic, and I think it might be a ping pong ball. Look, it's a ping pong ball. Shall we try one more? I'm gonna put my hand in. Ooh, this is kind of crumply, and I feel a pattern on the edges of it. I think it's a napkin. And it's a beautiful green napkin. I used my sense of sight to see what color it was. You can do a game like this at home. If you don't have a shoebox, that's okay. You can take a paper bag and pick out objects that feel different. And then you can play with your brother or sister, or perhaps your parents, and see if you can stump each other. See how great your sense of touch is. We'd also love for you to take a picture of you playing that game and send it to us at connect@gradelevelreadingsuncoast.net. We're also interested if you come up with your own idea for an episode of This Book is Cool. Just select a book that you really like and tell us reasons why you think that book is a terrific book. You can put in some words for our word bank, and then maybe pick an activity that goes along with the book. If you come up with an idea for an episode, send it to us at connect@gradelevelreadingsuncoast.net. It was really fun being with you today, and fun being able to see my friend Jen Johnson. Until we meet each other again, remember, reading is the key to succeeding. Bye-bye, my friends.